I went on Facebook last night to talk about the Graham Platner allegations, and I was sick, disgusted, and mortified by the people in my comments. They weren't Republicans. They were Democrats or leftists or progressives who said literally that we should overlook it. Well, fuck that. I'm not overlooking SA allegations. I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm saying he shouldn't be on the ballot. There are hundreds and thousands of Mainers who are on board with voting for a progressive candidate. You didn't have to pick the one with the reddest flags, the one who had these leaks going on for months and months. Listen, if there are no more men to run who don't have SA allegations, then run women. My God, it's not that difficult. We don't have to accept candidates who have this sort of allegation. It's not that hard, and it makes me sick that some folks are willing to go along with it.
Now, I want to make it perfectly clear that what I am about ready to say is not Jess Piper's position. I actually don't know what her position is on what I'm about ready to say. I agree with everything she said, up to and including, if there are no more men that are of any kind of quality to run for this seat, then run women. I'm now going to put my 2 cents in and say, Janet Mills, anyone? I get it. She's old. She's a moderate. It's the type of people that we're trying to push out. The progressives are trying to push out long term. And you will long term. But right now, she is the current Democratic governor of that same state. She has proven she can win a statewide race. She has stood up to Donald Trump in the Oval Office, telling him, I'll see you in court, champ. But man, no, we couldn't do that, could we? Once again, we overlooked the vetting of a candidate because of the emotional response to the message that he said. Everything that's being said about Graham Platner by any of the people that are saying it is not those people saying his message was the wrong message. Clearly, his message resonated. Clearly, he's talking to a group of people that feel like they have been left behind for years and years and years by their elected officials. He hit people where they felt it. He's a great orator. He spoke great. But clearly he was not vetted. So the negative comments that are being said about him are not about his message. It's about him. The problem is the people that heavily supported his message didn't do the due diligence. So now the race as a whole is in severe jeopardy because the Democratic Party in that state looks really, really, really bad. Why? Because we didn't just go with the woman to begin with. The woman that, by the way, has already gotten the fucking job done at the state level. She's the current governor. We could have been looking at Susan Collins being gone. Now we are most likely looking at her being reelected. Listen, progressives, you guys are the wave of the future, but can we communicate? You want to run this guy? Okay, fine. How about you work with the Democratic Party to do the due diligence, to do the vetting? So that we know who the fuck's being put up? We're not just going based on emotion and heartstring tugs based on a couple of speeches. I get it. The guy stood up there in his work clothes with a coffee in his hand, not behind the lectern, but next to it with his arm on it, talking like regular folk about how everybody's struggling and people just want to do better and God damn it, you feel like the system is rigged against you. He said all the right shit, but could you have, I don't know, taken an ounce of fucking time to look into his background? We have got to vet candidates. I don't give a shit who it is. From the President of the United States down to the fucking town councilman in your little village. Vet them.